This is Ginger with Element of Fun Organizing. And Hazel Jane, my daughter. Hazel Jane. Hey, this is Ginger with Element of Fun Organizing. And I'm here with my daughter, Hazel Jane. And today we're going to talk about abundance beliefs and growth mindset. But first we have to talk about the opposite, which is limiting beliefs and fixed mindset. So a limiting belief might be when you have a false belief or a negative thought that blocks you from a goal that you have. So for example, I don't have enough money for this goal that I have, or I'm not in a particular demographic, or they don't like me, could be a specific instance. A fixed mindset example would be when you're putting a false limitation on yourself, but when it's something that you feel like is prescribed, like a characteristic or an ability. So
Wait,
saying,
Mama, I need it.
you need it, saying something like, I'm just not smart, or
Yeah.
I need to see my examples.
My,
I've never done that before, and so I can't do it now, or I can't do it ever, or I can't keep a routine or keep a commitment. See my notes? Are you showing them my notes? And what all of the fixed mindset beliefs boil down to is I am not enough. And that's just not true. So I want to teach you a little bit more about abundant beliefs. I want to teach you a little bit more about abundant beliefs and a growth mindset. So the first thing I want to talk about is that both sides, the positive and the negative side, serve us in one way or another. So I don't want you to feel any shame if you're living in a limiting belief or living in a fixed mindset. And you may ask, how do they serve us, the negative side especially? A limiting belief or a fixed mindset would serve us in that it's protecting us. It's keeping us safe. It's keeping us in our comfort zone, in our bubble. It's giving us consistency that we're familiar with. So a limiting belief does protect us. A fixed mindset does protect us in certain ways. And that may be necessary. You may need to live in your comfort zone for a little while, such as if you're grieving, or if you've been through a season of change and you need a little bit of calm. So we're going to thank these limiting beliefs. We're going to thank these fixed mindsets for serving us in the way that they have. And now we're going to tell them we're going to move on, and they don't get to drive the bus anymore. You're driving the bus. So if you want more possibility and potential with a growth mindset and abundant beliefs, instead of the protection that you get from limiting beliefs and a fixed mindset, we're going to focus on growth and big thinking. We're going to get into our stretch zone instead of our comfort zone, and we're going to look for a little bit of risk and some new territory. So there's 3 steps to that. When you are changing from a limiting belief to a abundance belief, or from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset, the first thing that you want to do is identify your limiting belief, or identify where you have a fixed mindset, where you're putting roadblocks on yourself. So the way to identify it is to name it. When you name it, such as I'm limiting my intelligence. You know, your intelligence is limitless. You could learn anything. So when you name it, you remove the power, and it expands the possibility immediately. When I think about removing the power by naming something, it reminds me of Harry Potter, when Hermione says about Voldemort, or he who must not be named, fear of a name only increases fear of the thing itself. So if you can name something, it automatically gives you the power of identifying it and the power of finding a solution. The next step, after you identify your limiting belief or identify your fixed mindset, you're going to question it. And I don't want this to be critical. Don't criticize yourself. I just want you to be curious. I want you to observe. I want you to ask why. Gather only evidence. Don't worry about, criticizing yourself, being harsh on yourself, punishing yourself. That's not what we're doing here. We just want to inspect with curiosity. Be childlike, wonder, explore the situation, look at it from different angles, look at it from someone else's angle. Try to get someone else's perspective, maybe somebody that is a friend or a relative who loves you. Get out of your own mind. Get out of the critical, harsh self-talk that so many of us have. Get out of the imposter syndrome and get into someone who is your cheerleader. Think of what a cheerleader would say to you, someone who really believed in you, and then really believe in yourself. And keep things like lighthearted. We tend to take things, especially ourselves, very seriously. I know I do. And sometimes when I can just smile and breathe. Is Dyson behind me? Here, can you guys see my dog? Sometimes when we can just smile and take a deep breath and not take ourselves so seriously, it can make things easier. So the third step, first we're going to identify, we're going to name the limiting belief, then we're going to question it. We're just going to wonder, could we get out of this fixed mindset? How does it look to other people? The third step is to allow and empower. Allow yourself to dream, even if it's not true. Your limiting belief was not true. Your fixed mindset was not truth. It's something that you put on yourself. So why not make up a solution that may or may not be true, or maybe imaginary? Because it could lead to a solution that is true and is possible. You want to imagine any different outcome and empower yourself to be solution-oriented with your approach. And now I'm going to give you the short version, which is using the but yet approach. So I'm going to take some of the examples I gave in the beginning and give you the but yet approach. I'm not smart enough yet. See how much power that one little word has? I'm not smart enough yet. I'm not smart enough, but I can learn anything. See how it changes the statement on its head when you can say but or yet? I've never done that yet. I've never done that, but I've done this similar thing, so I could try something new. I can't keep a routine, or I can't stick to a commitment, but I can do this one step today. I can't keep a routine, or I can't keep a commitment, but I can ask a friend to help keep me accountable. I don't have enough money yet. I don't have enough money yet. I don't have enough money, but I can make a savings plan. I don't have enough money, but I can research ways to increase my income and put some action into place. See how powerful that is. They don't like me, but I like them, so I can still be a good friend. They don't like me, but I don't really like them either, so let's hang out with these cooler people that do like me. They don't like me, but I love being by myself anyway, so I really don't care. So that's how you can use the quick version, the but yet version, to break your limiting beliefs and have abundant beliefs, and to change your fixed mindset to a growth mindset. If you want more help on specific limiting beliefs or specific fixed mindset and how to change that to a positive, abundant belief and a growth mindset, I'm here to help you with that. Reach out to me. I'm looking forward to hearing from you.